Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's video. This week's video is about walking and chewing gum at the same time, okay? So first of all, what do I mean by this, okay? Right now, I just want you to know that I'm speaking to the choir when I'm saying this because our jobs are multifaceted, a lot of things going on. Note that I did not say that our jobs are complicated, okay? I'll talk a little bit more about this later, all right? So the fun part and hard part about our jobs is that each customer and each situation is unique. So, makes it somewhat difficult sometimes, right? Okay, so our attention gets pulled in different directions constantly. Issues pop up all day long that need to be dealt with, and also our home life. Our home life is tugging at our attention throughout the day or maybe throughout the week, okay? So what can we do about this, okay? Well, first of all, we need to change our mindset, right? Okay, so how do we view our world? Do we view our world as an opportunity, or are we just struggling to survive and get by, okay? Eliminate the drama, okay? So I know that it might be easier said than done to eliminate drama from your work life, your home life, or whatnot. But just we need to work towards making things easier for ourselves, right? Okay, maybe like a to-do list, so you don't have things weighing down your mind all day long about what am I forgetting or what else do I need to get done. The goal to habit worksheet that I've talked about that we need to continue to work on, it just gives you simple steps. You take that bigger goal and you break it down to where it's simpler steps, makes your life a little easier there. And you need to strategize with your team because, in all honesty, when we put all of us together, we can achieve so much more together when we work with one another. Okay, so let's make a plan. Working with your team, right? Have a system in place for whatever it may be. Strategize each day based on what you have on the schedule, what kind of crew you have, knowing that things might pop up. Okay, you might need help with the phone, building tickets, showing customers cars, all kinds of different things throughout the day. Make sure that your team knows the process, and not just knows the process, but they know the way that you want the process done, or we want the process to be done, okay? And speaking of we need to trust our company's directives, okay? When the company wants us to do something, we've got to trust that, they have a plan, because they really want us to jump on board. Their system is set up for a win-win-win. A win for our employees, a win for our customers, and a win for our company, okay? They don't set it up just for no reason, without thought, okay? So back to the word complicated, okay? The reason I don't like using the word complicated is because it has a really negative vibe, okay? When I say something's complicated, just saying the word, makes us want to reject the idea that's associated with it. So like take this for example, selling tires is complicated. Well, guess what? It's going to make us want to skip that process at all costs. It's going to make us not even want to mess with it. So try instead saying something along the lines of, selling tires is a challenge, that has a huge upside, and the company wants us to excel in that category. This creates huge opportunity for us, so I'm going to give my all in this category, and I'm going to try to be the best. Okay, so just thinking about it that way, I know it's a lot of words, but just if you get the idea of it, you're having a positive mindset, about something that maybe you're not that great at so far, but if you give it a positive mindset, you're more likely to think, oh wow, that's probably a good idea. I'm gonna do that instead of, yeah, selling tires is complicated, So, along that line, a positive mindset can really go a long way. So back to the point of where I started the whole thing, right? Walk and chew gum, okay? So take this for example. Our process is walking, okay? That's what we do every day, right? And a promo item, like 15K kit, right? Is chewing gum, okay? No problem, right? If you think of that narrative, we can all walk and chew gum at the same time, right? But a long-term plan, is how to turn a promo item, that chewing gum, into part of our walking process. So we walk and chew gum, we walk and we chew gum, and then pretty soon we're not chewing gum anymore because that gum that we were chewing is just part of our walking. Make sense? Okay, so then, that's when we have an opportunity, we can pop in a different piece of gum, right? This is the way that we can continue that item as part of our normal process moving forward, while we pop in that new piece of gum next month, and so on and so on, okay? So my challenge to all of you is to chew the gum, okay, while you're walking. Hopefully I'm not getting too corny here. Get your text to help you. Realize that these items are not going to go away next month, next week, next year. Figure out how to sell them, offer them, or check them, if it's a checking item, and make them part of your normal walking routine. Like some items we have right now, alignments, we're really focused on them. Midas card apps, 15K kits, air filters. Maybe there's some other things you're specifically focused on that are not part of your normal walking routine, okay? But this is how we grow, one step at a time. It's a marathon, right? Who hasn't heard that before? It's a marathon. We are training every single day. We are the runners and the coaches, though. That's where we get to have some fun with this, as well as we get to get our technicians, we get to get them who are out there doing their walking, running, whatever you want to call it, and getting them to chew some gum. Maybe they're checking cabin filters when they weren't before. Maybe they're always checking balances and testing batteries when they weren't necessarily always doing that before. They're filling out courtesy checks better than they ever have before. Because if you want to be the best, it's really all in the groundwork, okay? We've got to develop our habits. So I gave you the reward cups for the 15K kits, and I want you to keep using those. I'm not asking you to say, after a few days it's not over with. We are going to keep using those. But after we build that 15K kit into part of our walking process, use them for something else, okay? Just like, right now our walking, for example, we wouldn't need a reward cup for it, but we're walking, we do a really good job with premium oil. Some of you do a really good job with emails, the phone script, brake inspections. Some people do a really good job in a lot of categories, and that's part of their walk. Maybe that's not a reward cup item for them and a piece of gum they're chewing, okay? So an easy way to remember this, if I haven't said it enough already, is just think about walking and chewing gum at the same time when a new item is introduced by the company. Of course you can do it. All you have to do is decide to make that part of your walk, okay? All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.